It was a cold night, and the people in the town were silent. There had been a few murders around the town, but the people were used to it, and they didn't think twice. But when the toll got real high, a lone townsman called it in. As soon as the call was made, a person was on the scene. As the man walked around the town investigating, his trench coat was blowing in the wind. He marched up and down the street as the twilight was coming to an end. Then a scream was heard, a very sharp scream. As soon as the noise reached his ears, he took off in the direction. By the time he arrived at the crime scene, the killer was gone. Just a body laying on the floor. The color of the body, a white death color. As he investigated the murder scene, a beautiful woman approached him. She had jet black hair, straightened. She had black pants and a form-fitting top. Colors red and black. Her lips were bright red, and her eyes were green.
What brings you here?
I heard a scream. What are you doing here?
Usually you don't run toward a scream. I'm investigating the disappearance from the city.
I see. It's been happening for a while. Why come now?
I was contacted. Get along home now. I will figure this case out.
As you wish.
The lady turned and disappeared from the sight. He was contemplating the body. As he analyzed the crime scene, he saw scratches and a possible stab wound. He went back to his hotel room and flipped through his notebook and the past information he received from these crimes. All took place at night. As he was deep in thought, all of a sudden there was a knock.
Come in. Strange.
As he arrives back to his desk, he analyzes some more pictures he received on the deaths on the area. After a while, he gets sleepy and falls asleep. The next day he walked around the town, trying to talk to others about the deaths, but almost everyone knew nothing. All they knew that was almost every few days someone would die, but recently it's been every night. Whoever the killer was becoming more rampant. As night fell upon the town and he was walking the streets, the wind was blowing strongly. It was a quiet night. Everyone seemed to be sound asleep. He approached the room, and as he opened the door, he heard a scream. The detective spun around and darted in the direction, hoping to catch the killer in the act. As he approached the train yard, the screaming stopped. He looked where the body was and saw the killer disappear in the dark.
Another one. Same marks, but this is new. They look like puncture wounds.
Then the lady approached him again, coming up behind the detective.
Hi again.
Don't do that! What are you doing out so late again? Everyone else is sound asleep.
I don't sleep so well at night knowing these people are dying.
I see. This kill is the same as others, except these two marks on the neck. Looks like vampires, but there is no such thing.
What makes you say that?
Because vampires are mythological creatures that can transform into a bat and cannot be seen in mirrors. Sounds like bull to me. This killer is trying to pretend to be a vampire, it seems.
Whatever you say.
The next day, his thoughts were bothering him. He didn't believe the lady's tale of not sleeping well. Why else would she be at the crime scene? He walked about town, and as the townsfolk was going about their day, he asked around.
Help you I can.
Thank you.
He headed in the direction given by the man. The sun was going down, but there were still a few hours of sun left. Maybe he can get there before nightfall. As he entered the forest, the sun was setting. This place was further than he thought. He went between trees and bushes, squashing with mud. After a couple hours, the sun was down, the moon was out, but he saw a building entrance, like a drawbridge of a castle. As he crossed the path, a shadow went past him. He stared blankly. Was he seeing things? Then a voice was heard.
What are you doing here? You don't belong.
I'm investigating for the murders happening around here. That's the one I was talking about!
I know you were. Now, stranger, you will die.
The beast jumped at him. It was fast, hard to fend off. Shots were cracked and the stray hit one of the mystery people. Then a glint of a knife was in the hand of the attacker. The detective tried to defend, but failed. He collapsed on the ground. Then the mystery person revealed itself in the light. It was the lady. Then the detective head was removed with the knife. The lady walked into the castle and tossed the head on the floor.